Hello folks, it's Simon back again from Let's Take a Chance. Today we are starting to work on the transom. As you can see, starting to tackle the forehand side, all the way up here, around there, right to the top. And we've had a little bit of a clean up in the bilge, as you can see. Got the back of the boat nice and tidy, ready to start putting some ribs in when we've cut them to length and shape and size. The port hand side at the moment is in reasonably good condition, so we're not going to disturb that for the moment, as it's not really a necessity. The necessity at the moment is to repair this bloody great hole in the back of the boat and rebuild this all, so then we can start to rebuild the rest of the boat. So without further ado, I'm going to continue to do what I was doing before. As you can see, it's not taking much to take apart. It's all crumpled away. One way is take these top parts, these put back in again. Main frame here is so wet, isn't rotten, which is a blessing. As you can see, not much life left of this piece of wood at all now. Well and truly gone to a ball of chalk now, and it had its last days. Back here, sounds anything they put in. Further back, not so good. So out it comes, but frankly, this bit here appears to be fine. Wet, but not rotten. As you can see now, the port hand side lower part is now being removed as far as the first cross member on the transom and a bit above that. So with that taken out, we can make a pattern of this part of the transom and then replicate it for the starboard hand side, which will be our next job with a piece of plywood on Sunday when we're back here. As you can see, unfortunately, the starboard hand side of the cross beam on top of the hog is rotten on the bottom edge, and so is the last frame on the starboard side, hence the reason why the boat sagged and it's all misshapen. Well, that's part of the problem anyway, but it'll be all rectified in the fullness of time. I want to take this beam out as well to make a new one. This is me signing out for the day after a very worthwhile day, taking the port hand side fashion piece for the transom out, which was very, very rotten. The main frame on the port hand side appears to be wet, but is sound. Not to be said for the starboard hand one, which is rotten in the lower part. The cross beam behind that frame is rotten on the starboard hand side, but not the port. But that means that the whole section there will have to be removed, remade, and then fitted and fastened back in position. At the same time this is all happening, I hope to lift up the starboard hand side back in position after I made a pattern of the port hand side, which is in position. The other job I've been doing today is removing the butterfly hatch tops, which are now all removed. The bases are being a bit of a problem. They are well and truly stuck in position, although I've cut through the fastenings holding them down through the deck beams. They are still in there well and truly tight. I think part of it is that the pitch and the caulking around the hatches is very well done and won't release the hatch bases. At the moment I'm getting a multi-tool and cutting through the pitch and the caulking round the hatches to release them. Hopefully that will happen shortly. I've still got to cut through the forward hatch of the two butterfly hatches, bolts holding it down, which will be done shortly. So that's another job for another day, but you'll be hopefully seeing me removing the hatch bases shortly in another video. But for now, that's me calling it a day, and see you soon. If you'd like to like or subscribe to my YouTube channel, by all means do so. But if you feel generous, you can always follow me on my Patreon page, which is Chance Restoration _1948, and you can become a patron and help fund this project, which is a worthwhile project because it's going to be used as an educational tool to teach future boat builders in the ways of old traditional boats and how they were built and how they should be maintained for future generations. So that's all for me. Simon, calling it a day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.